arguments were heard before the court. All the defendants, from the ministry as well as the private individuals, have applied to have the injunction discharged. That's a normal thing. There's an injunction, you'll try and get it removed. We applied to have it continued. What we had this evening was the Chief Justice hearing the arguments for or against, us saying why it should remain, them saying why it shouldn't remain. He has not given his decision whether to discharge it or not, but the order today is that it remains in effect until the 28th of January, which is next week Tuesday, at which time he will give his decision.
Could you give us the arguments in a nutshell?
Well, basically, the argument from the government is that, look, this person has breached the terms of their lease, therefore they are not entitled to any benefit. They've also said, well, there is a remedy that she can get other than getting back her land. She can get money. And they also felt that there was a material non-disclosure, that she should have disclosed that Maud Williams and Marvin Castillo already had title. Our response to that is that, one, whether, and this is the law, this is strictly the law, whether you are in breach of something or not, the law puts a mechanism to ensure that you are rightly heard before you are prejudiced. Two, on the issue that she didn't disclose information that she had. She never had information that title was issued. As a matter of fact, the first time we saw a title was when they sent out their claim, which would have been last week when they sent out their notice, which would have been late last week. That was the first time. We submitted into evidence the different correspondence asking the ministry to please allow us access to the file, please allow us to see the register, please, and up to today we have not received that. On the issue of the remedy, you see in law they said that if you can't get back what you want, that money compensation should suffice. We're saying that money compensation will not suffice. Money compensation cannot suffice because you will then lose the very land you want, but not only that, money cannot compensate for all the breaches of the law against you, against your rights.
Definitely it's not a good feeling for us to have to go to this level to seek the justice that we think is due to us. It is definitely a cost to us that we think we should not have had to incur. At the end of the day, even the ministry has granted that they made an error in not following the procedure of law. The best way for them to have corrected that, given the interest that my sister has in this land for more than 30 years versus 2 months interest that the defendants have, I think it is clear-cut that they should have just corrected that error and given them another option.